What you doing, you other Walking Dead nerds? I'm Big C. I want to talk more about this newest episode of The Walking Dead, episode 11, Morning Star. Oh man, overall, this episode was just dramatic and had a lot of, for what I felt was like the first time, some real emotion. Not for the first time in a little while since I watched the episode, and just feel like they put a lot of emotion into it. And you see a lot of, making amends, getting back together, just kind of these heart-to-heart moments. But I'm just going to run through what some of these characters did this episode before I get to the end, the big ending of the episode. First, let's talk about Eugene. Eugene's still doing his radio thing. I've been wondering how he's been doing. I'm talking to Stephanie, trying to, make something happen. You can tell he obviously has a crush on her. And he's trying to convince her to meet up. She's wanting him to sing a song. He's like, nah. And they're just getting closer. Then they do agree that they will meet up. And then Rosita pops in. Kind of ruins it for him. Talks. He's scared. He's pissed that Rosita came in. And it's kind of funny just seeing him get so desperate over, a voice. But, it's Eugene. He still talks weird or smart. And anyways, they go. And then Eugene and Rosita talk more. She talks about how he has a crush. And then she's just like, well, kiss me. I'll give you this chance. And he about does. And then he stops. And it's like, blah, blah. Okay, obviously, And then he goes back to the radio. Talks to her one more time. He sings, finally. She sings back. They kind of make up. Eugene already revealed he's in Virginia because they both saw the satellite fall. And then she reveals she's in Charleston, West Virginia. And that they're going to meet in a week. And without having any vehicles. I don't know how long it'll take to get from Alexandria, which is around D.C., Richmond area, somewhere in between there, and West Virginia, which is, I don't know where Charleston is, but either way, without a car, it's still going to take a long time, especially in a zombie apocalypse. Anyway, that's what Eugene's doing, and he has a cool thing where he's like, I have a date because of what's happening later in Hilltop. So, this also leaves Carol is having a lot of heart-to-heart moments. She finally makes up with Ezekiel. She finally realizes that he has cancer. Carol also has heart-to-heart with Lydia about how she wants to kill Alpha. And, Lydia's like, I don't hate you, and blah, blah, blah. And then, finally, Carol has a little moment with Daryl. It looked like this episode, it seemed like Daryl was kind of avoiding her. I don't know if he really was or not, but she's pretty much just like, don't hate me. He's like, I would never hate you. That's what's going on with Carol. The rest is this drama of Alpha is bringing a horde to Hilltop. I don't know exactly why Hilltop. Why not Alexandria? Maybe it's because Aaron brought Gamma, or Mary, I guess I should call her now, to Hilltop so she can see her nephew. I forgot his name. The blacksmith, Earl? Yeah, I think it's Earl. He's really pissed about her showing up and wanting to do that. And then the other guy, who I need to start remembering names, anyway, so they get pissed about that. They, of course, do not let her see her nephew. But Earl is just like, he's getting on it. He's like, we need to defend Hilltop. He was really cool, which also makes me think he's probably going to die. Because whenever people stand out and have these big moments, especially for a character who hasn't done too much yet, yeah, he might die. But the hurt is coming. And you get to see Negan tries to convince Alpha. It's like, hey, why don't we make him bend a knee, surrender, join us. And it's like, okay. But Alpha, of course, reveals later. She's like, yeah, I'm going to get them to join us as walkers. And it's like, of course. And Negan's like, and you just admit she's badass. She is bad and gross. Still, it makes me cringe every time I see those two together now. It's hard to see. And it's also hard to see Negan wearing the Walker mask I don't know, it doesn't make any sense why he would want to even be in that kind of situation. It seems like a lot worse than whatever they would do in Alexandria Hilltop. I don't know. But the fact that he's trying to convince her to get them to surrender is also a good sign. But he's also said people are the best resources. You know, walkers can't really do much for you. Whatever. Negan's smart. I still really like Negan. It's kind of weird where he's at right now. Whatever. So, Earl wants to fight. Everyone else is like, we should evacuate. So they try to evacuate Hilltop to Oceanside, but there is a roadblock. There's 2 hanging walkers, which is enough for Daryl to realize Negan's with Alpha. It's a really big conclusion to come to, but that was kind of a Negan thing to do. And it's kind of makes Negan look even worse and to try to help redeem him, but whatever. So they have to turn back. There's nothing they can do. They can't really get help from Oceanside or Alexandria in time. So they're preparing their defenses. There's really dramatic music. There's people saying not really goodbyes, but they're just in cases. Daryl talks to Ezekiel and is like, hey, one of us needs to make it out of this so we can, lead people, save the kids. Daryl talks to Judith. Awful names. He talks to Judith. He's like, hey, you need to listen to Ezekiel if he comes to get you. She's like, okay. She's not going to. Of course she's not. But Judith gives Daryl his vest, which you got to see RJ wearing earlier. But now one of the wings is blue. So that's a cool random thing. I don't know. But it is so dramatic. And the music fits the mood and everyone preparing. And then the rats come and that warns that the herd's coming. Everyone's preparing. The music is climaxing. The whole thing is coming. It's so cool. It is a really cool moment that I feel like I haven't felt in a long time from the show. Daryl just seems to be leading the charge. He has like a spike chain mace, which seems like not the most practical weapon. But the herd finally comes, and I thought they were going to wait until the next episode to do this. They didn't. They did it right away, or at least the start of it, because I thought it would be cool if they have an entire episode next time of just this war. So I don't know how long it's going to actually take into the next episode. Maybe it'll finish and then the repercussions or whatever. I don't know. It looks like a bunch of stuff's going to happen in the next episode too. But what are the defenses at Hilltop? It's really cool. They put a lot of work into it. So they have this long electric wire where some walk in, they decapitate themselves, or they just get fried. And when that goes down, they have a big wall or a big barrier or sticks, so that when the walkers push up against it, they can take them out from there. They also just have like a nice garrison of people with shields also holding the back. And it's cool. They put a lot of planning and thinking into this, but it seems like this is something they should be able to handle anyways. Because they've done so much. And yeah, they don't have guns anymore, but they've been in an apocalypse for nearly a decade, it must be. They know how to do this. And yeah, it is kind of paranoid that there are actual other people that can fight and blend in. But that's not exactly what the Whisperers are doing. Whisperers are hanging back. And they start shooting gas. Starts exploding on people. Then they start shooting fire. Who knew? I did not see that coming. I did think, I was like, man, what would happen if they just burnt the herd up and then let them go? Not exactly what they did. There was one person they showed getting caught on fire. But then they shoot even more and they light up the defenses of Hilltop. So now there's a bunch of fire. Everyone was trying to retreat, but then fire cuts them off. And they can't exactly run through the fire because they're covered in gasoline now. Ooh, like I said, it get really dramatic. It's really cool episode of The Walking Dead that I miss this kind of walkers being the main fear. It's like, yeah, the Whisperers are leading them, but it's nice to see them fighting more walkers. And that's what this whole season has kind of been, trying to focus more on walkers, while also having the Whisperers, who are a human element, that are also, it's kind of an in-between. But man, I really am excited for this next episode. It's going to be cool. It's going to be cool to see what happens. Then most likely there's going to be a lot of people on the Hilltop side dying. Oh, that might be rough. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. But what did you think? You like where The Walking Dead's going? You like all the action that is happening at the end of this episode that is likely to come? All the strategy and to see? Are you scared for any characters that might die? Oh, I don't know who it is. They make it really dramatic with Daryl or Ezekiel. I think maybe one of them will go. I think maybe Ezekiel will go. I don't know. It's funny. But if you like what I say, like what I'm saying about Walking Dead, go ahead and like my video. If you want to see me talk more about The Walking Dead and everything else that's to come, subscribe to my channel, because I'm going to be doing plenty. But until then, I am DAC. Thank you for watching, and bye.